So if the content that you're producing for yourself or your clients is not getting the results in terms of traffic or sales that you hoped or wished for, then chances are you're missing what I'm talking about in this video, because everybody knows that you need to know who your target persona is, and you need to create content tailored to the different stages of the funnel, right? From awareness to consideration and purchase, and the typical 3 stages of the funnel. But here's this deal and this genius concept of mapping out the different stages of buyer awareness that your target persona is in. And let me give you a practical example, right? So I like to live very healthy, right? I like to connect with nature. We started a garden here last year, and I take supplements as well. And one of the supplements I take is chlorella. And if you never heard of it, you might be thinking like, what the hell is that? Why would I need it? But before I can sell you my chlorella, I need to get you through the different stages of buyer awareness, right? Because right now, you're probably unaware that you even have a problem, right? That's the first stage of buyer awareness, right? That's the unawareness stage. And we want to get people from unaware to product aware, right? And all of these stages that I'm going to mention here, you can do this in a single piece of content, right? One video ad or one long form written ad, right? A funnel, right? A webinar, a VSL, it doesn't matter, but you want to map out like roughly where does the bulk of my audience lay? Or with this piece of content, who do I want to target at what stage, and how do I get them to the next one, right? So how do you get somebody from unaware to problem aware, right? First, I need to let you know about the symptoms you might be experiencing, right? Pinpoint specific problems that you might experience or can relate to, right? Like, hey, are you constantly struggling with brain fog? That might be one of the symptoms that you might have because you are heavy metal poisoned, because everywhere around you, in the sky, in the soil, in the ocean, right? There's heavy metals, and your body, it cannot get rid of those heavy metals. They keep accumulating over and over and over, adding up, right? And they never get flushed out of your system unless, right? Now I've got you at the problem awareness stage, and I can get you to the solution awareness stage, right? Unless you take a supplement like chlorella, right? That actually binds the heavy metals and helps your body get rid of it, right? So again, that's the first 3 stages. We've got unaware, right? That's where you want to pinpoint specific problems the person might have, right? Going into the symptoms they might experience in their day-to-day life, right? They might not even know that they have a problem yet, right? That's what we're trying to do here. And then once they know the problem, right? That's where in the second stage you can start going, chickens are trying to escape there. But yeah, once you've got them at the problem awareness stage, you can start talking about like, why does this problem even exist? And then start leading into what they can do to fix it, right? And now they are solution aware, right? That is the 3rd stage that you want to get people to, right? Once they know the problem, you want to make them aware of the solution, right? That you can take chlorella to actually detox of the heavy metals, right? And this is where I can then talk about specific case studies, right? Like, hey, here, look at this person who had these crazy blood, right? You can actually get a blood test, right? So you can see if and what type of heavy metals you have too much in your system. And then you can show a case study of how something like chlorella can get rid of it, right? You can start educating on the actual product, right? And this is how you get somebody from solution aware to product aware, right? That is the next stage, right? We've went from unaware to problem aware to solution aware, and then now to product aware. And at that stage, this is where you can now start flexing, right? You can start doing product comparisons, right? Going into the specifics. Right now, back to the example, right? You don't want to just buy any chlorella out there, right? Don't just, after this video, go to Amazon and be like, fuck man, I definitely got heavy metal poisoning, I need to get this supplement, right? You don't just want to buy any of them, because most of the chlorella out there, right, unless they state it, they probably farm it in the ocean, right? And what's in the ocean? Not just heavy metals, but there's also microplastics in there, right? So again, that's why you don't just want to buy chlorella from any good old supplier, but you want to find one that actually produces it in a closed system. So at this stage, you explain why the product is better than the competition, right? And you can also incorporate something like future pacing, right? This is in marketing or copywriting, psychology, whatever. This is where you can start to let them paint the picture of how things could be with this product, right? So like, hey, imagine how you're gonna feel with all that energy, right? Or not having to worry about getting Alzheimer in the future, right? That's another second order consequence or problem of the problem, right? That the audience might not even have considered before. And again, this is not even the last stage, right? Now, we are at the most aware stage, right? So we took somebody from complete unawareness to problem awareness to solution awareness to product awareness, right? And now they are most aware. And this is where you can then come in with handling specific objections they might have, right? If they're on the edge on purchasing, right? You can run testimonial ads, right? Or you can go into showing how the product helps specific people out, right? Or you can actually run special discounts, right? So this is where, again, this is the natural journey somebody goes through, right? It's most likely not going to happen in a single piece of content or a single piece of video, which is why I keep always preaching like, hey, nobody fucking needs a video. Nobody needs the content, right? They need a strategy that actually helps them get from point A to point B, which again, if you're selling content or if you're doing content for yourself, it's most likely wanting to result in traffic and sales, right? And that's going to require you to do the work, right? So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you check out this video right there, and then I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you check out our community somewhere linked in or around the video here. And until then, happy content creating. I'll see you there.